Alright, coming up, from carbon neutral sneakers to zero waste kitchens. Sustainability isn't just a buzzword anymore. It's a full-blown lifestyle shift. On today's Trending Tuesday, we're digging into the eco-friendly brands, bold innovations, and everyday movements that are shaking up how we shop, eat, live, and think in 2025. Whether it's slow fashion, plant-based power, or the rise to refill culture, there's a green wave sweeping through culture and commerce. And trust us, you'll want to ride it. Stay tuned. This one's for the planet and the people.
The following is rated TV MA and is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Hey, what's up, everyone? You're tuned in to Talk Radio, the show that brings you the trends, the people, and the ideas that are making waves in the world right now. Whether you're heading to work, hanging out at home, or on the move doing your thing, we've got you covered with all the latest and greatest. It's Trending Tuesday, and guess what? It's April 22nd, 2025. Yes, we are officially in the second quarter of the year. Hard to believe, right? It feels like we just kicked off 2025, and yet here we are, already 30.68% through it. Doesn't it make you stop for a second and wonder where all that time went? Let's take a quick snapshot of how the year's shaping up so far. We are 16 weeks into 2025, which means we've had just over 4 months to get things going. That's 112 days of opportunities, challenges, and progress. If you're the type who likes to break it down into hours, we're looking at 2,688 hours. That's more than enough time to binge watch a few series, but also enough to make some real moves in your personal goals. For the detail lovers, that's 161,280 minutes. Can you believe how much you could pack into 161,000 minutes? Maybe you've spent them chasing your dreams, or maybe just figuring out how to survive adulting. Either way, no judgment. And if you're counting seconds, well, that's a staggering 9,676,800 seconds that have ticked by since January 1st. And every one of those seconds has been its own unique story. So, how's your year stacking up so far? Have you hit the ground running, or are you still finding your rhythm? Maybe you're somewhere in between, taking each day as it comes, figuring out what works and what doesn't. Wherever you are on that journey, remember, there's no right place. There's no right pace. The beauty of time is that it's almost always moving forward, and each moment brings new opportunities. Maybe you've nailed a few goals, or maybe this year's been about rethinking priorities. Um, Either way, it's all about progress, right? And today is a fresh chance to reset, recharge, and dive back into what's important to you. So whether you're feeling the buzz of achievement or just taking things day by day, we're here with you. We've got some exciting things to talk about today, and I'm so pumped to dive into it with you. So let's get going and make the most out of the next few minutes together. All right, folks, let's dive into what's trending today. Sustainability. It's Earth Day, and what better way to mark the occasion than to highlight the eco-friendly brand, innovative moments, or movements, not moments, movements, and lifestyle shifts that are truly changing the game for 2025. Sustainability isn't just a buzzword anymore. It's a complete overhaul of how we think about the world around us, from the products we buy to how we live and the choices we make every day. Sustainability is about building a future that's not just about doing less harm, but about doing more good. And that's exactly what we're seeing across industries, from food to fashion to business. So let's break down some of the biggest trends that are shaping this green revolution. So, sustainability in business. As the business world continues to embrace sustainability, here are a few more standout examples that are making major waves. Patagonia, known for its dedication to environmental responsibility. Patagonia doesn't just make eco-friendly outdoor gear, they donate 1% of sales to environmental causes through their 1% for the Planet program. Their Worn Wear initiative encourages customers to buy used Patagonia products, reducing waste and extending the life of the gear. Thrive Market, an online grocery store that offers organic, non-GMO food at wholesale prices. Their commitment to the planet goes beyond just food. They offset 100% of their carbon emissions and use recyclable and compostable packaging. Thrive also prioritizes supporting sustainable and ethical brands that align with their mission. Lush Cosmetics, with their famous handmade bath products, Lush is setting the bar for sustainability in personal care. They are committed to naked packaging, meaning no plastics, just fresh, effective products. Their activism and transparency also play a huge role advocating for causes like fair trade and animal rights. The show fashion, or slow fashion. The slow fashion movement is growing rapidly as consumers shift away from the disposable culture of fast fashion. Here are a few more brands and initiatives to check out. Reformation, known for trendy yet sustainable clothing. Reformation uses eco-friendly fabrics like tencel and recycled polyester. They also track and report their carbon footprint, allowing customers to see how sustainable their clothes are before buying. The brand is a great example of how you can embrace both fashion-forward styles and sustainable practices. Patagonia, again, but this time for its fair trade certified initiatives. Patagonia is committed to ensuring that the workers who make its clothing are paid fairly and treated well, focusing on creating long-term value for everyone involved in the production process. Eileen Fisher. This high-end fashion brand is not only focused on sustainable materials like organic cotton and wool, but they also offer a take-back program where customers can send back their old Eileen Fisher items to be refashioned or recycled into new products, further extending the life of garments. Next is the zero waste living. Zero waste isn't just about cutting down on plastic. It's a lifestyle. Here are more companies and products making it easier for consumers to live waste-free. Package-free shipping. Or package-free shop, sorry. Shipping. One of the most well-known zero-waste retailers, they offer everything from bamboo toothbrushes to refillable shampoo bottles. They make sustainable living accessible and stylish by providing eco-friendly alternatives for everything in your home. Be right back. Sorry about that. I had to go help my mom and help my brother. The parts of life, you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyways, next is Loop, a service that partners with brands like Nestle, Procter & Gamble, and Unilever to offer reusable packaging for everyday products like detergent, shampoo, and ice cream. After using the product, you send a container back for cleaning and reuse. It's a true game changer in the world of waste reduction. SodaStream. By offering an alternative to bottled water, SodaStream allows consumers to make their own sparkling water at home, cutting down on single-use plastic bottles. Their refillable CO2 cylinders help reduce carbon emissions and packaging waste. Next is plant-based power. The plant-based movement continues to grow momentum across all sectors: food, drink, and even beauty. Here are some standout brands and innovations. Oatly. Oatly, a leader in the plant-based dairy alternative space. Oatly has made oat milk mainstream. Not only is it a great substitute for cow's milk, but Oatly also works to reduce its environmental impact by using sustainable farming practices and lowering water usage. Impossible Foods, known for their plant-based burger that tastes like meat. Impossible Foods is driving the future of plant-based protein. Their products use soy soy protein and hemp oil to recreate the texture and flavor of meat with a significantly lower environmental footprint. They've recently expanded to offer plant-based pork and chicken as well. Interesting. Beyond Meat, another player in the plant-based protein game. Beyond Meat has expanded beyond a burger to offer sausage and meatballs, each designed to mimic the flavor and texture of animal-based meat with less environmental impact. Beyond Meat also partners with big chains like KFC, Taco Bell, and Starbucks, making plant-based options widely available. Uh, Mayoko's Creamery. This dairy-free brand makes amazing vegan cheeses and butter from cashews, coconut, and other plant-based ingredients. Not only does it make dairy-free options accessible and delicious, but it also works towards minimizing animal farming's environmental footprint. Now we go to social media's impact. Okay, social media has been crucial in amplifying eco-conscious movements that spotlights more creators and platforms using their influence for good. Hashtag EcoTalk. TikTok has become an epicenter for sustainability, with eco-friendly influencers sharing tips on reducing waste, switching to green products, and making sustainable lifestyle changes. Creators like at Sustainable-ish and at Go Green Post are helping to shift the narrative around eco-living, bringing it into mainstream conversation. Hashtags Sustainable Living. Instagram is another key platform where eco-conscious influencers and brands promote sustainable living. Accounts like at Zero Waste Home and at the Eco Life regularly post tips for reducing waste, choosing eco-friendly products, and living a more sustainable life. LinkedIn. While it's traditionally a platform for professionals, LinkedIn has also become a space for thought leaders in sustainability, corporate social responsibility, CSR, and green innovations are taking the spotlight on LinkedIn as companies highlight their environmental efforts and work towards sustainability. There you go. Some of the top players and innovators that are showing us how sustainability doesn't just make sense for the planet. It's a movement that's driving real change across industries and everyday life. Whether you're embracing slow fashion, reducing waste, or fueling your body with plant-based power, every action counts towards a greener, more sustainable future. Yeah, more sustainable future. I don't really, I haven't got into any of these eco-friendly things like plant-based power or reducing waste or like different things. I just do what I do. I eat my chips. I eat my hamburgers. I drink my Monster. I'm not into the whole sustainability thing yet. Maybe I should look into some of this stuff. You think? So, whether you're shopping secondhand and giving new life to those vintage treasures, swapping out meat for mushrooms in your meals, or just making an effort to recycle a little more consistently, know this. You're part of a bigger movement, a global push towards sustainability that's growing stronger every day. Each choice we make adds up, and while it might seem small, collectively we are driving the change that our planet needs. And if you're feeling inspired today to take one more step toward a more eco-conscious lifestyle, whether that's swapping out plastic for reusable products, supporting green brands, or spreading the word on social media, remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Progress is what counts, and every action has a ripple effect. That's it for today's Trending Tuesday. We hope you learned something new, got inspired, or maybe even discovered a few brands or movements you hadn't heard of before. Stay tuned for more culture, commentary, and conversations that keep you in the know on everything that matters. Catch us next time, where we'll keep bringing you the trends that make waves and the conversations that matter. Until then, keep it conscious, keep it kind, and as always, keep talking. I know I'm going to keep talking, so you keep talking. See y'all tomorrow.